Now at 5 o'clock in first forecast, we mentioned there was a small chance for a few isolated showers to develop in southeast Nebraska before the main event happens later on this evening. That's starting to happen right now. You see a few dark clouds over our Allen Communications camera. We have a shower trying to develop in southern Lancaster County right now. We'll look at that in just a moment, but first I want to talk about a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for northwestern Custer County until 7 o'clock tonight. The concern with this one being up to ping pong ball size hail. This is now in northwest Custer County. We'll do a quick storm track on this, moving through Cliff at around 6:45, Triumph by 6:52, Callaway Public Schools by 7:04, and Delight by 7:04. This is a region that's seen quite a bit of supercell activity along with large hail over the last several days, so we'll be watching this one very carefully. Now, in southeast Nebraska, most of the area is dry, but you might notice this little green speck in southern Lancaster and northern Gage County. We've got a frontal boundary draped across southern Nebraska, and in fact, the closer you are to this frontal boundary, in fact, I think we have a slightly higher chance of seeing a brief spin up. So we'll be watching this cell very, very closely in southern Lancaster County, but I've circled the region right here. This is where we are starting to see some convective initiation. It could sprout up into a severe thunderstorm very quickly, so we'll be watching this one again very closely over the next hour or so. So let's broaden out the view again. You see this red box here? That's where we have an 80% chance of a severe weather watch being issued very shortly. This will likely be a severe thunderstorm watch. I do not believe it is in effect yet, and it is not. It's mainly off towards the west right now, all the yellow shaded counties, but eventually this will be expanded to include the Tri-Cities and Lincoln. So Stormcast 6 o'clock tonight. Here are those storms off towards the west. Again, can't rule out maybe an isolated shower in southeast Nebraska, which could be on the strong to severe side, but this is the stuff that we're talking about for later on this evening. This will push off towards the southeast, approaching the Tri-Cities. I'd say anytime after 7 o'clock is fair game for the Tri-Cities. Large hail being a possibility with these, along with gusty winds, maybe even a brief spin up. But as the night wears on, it looks like this will congeal into a line of thunderstorms that'll approach the capital city. Damaging winds, the main concern at this point. Can't rule out some large hail, maybe even a brief spin up along this as well, but it looks like the biggest threat by the time this gets to Lincoln would be damaging straight line winds along with some heavy rain, and then this will push off towards the south and east as we get closer towards midnight. We dry out for the overnight hours. So again, large hail and damaging winds, that seems to be the main concerns with this, but out towards the west, we're putting more emphasis on the hail and maybe even the brief spin up. As it gets closer and closer to Lincoln, the damaging winds will likely prevail, and we also have to mention a chance for some localized flooding as the storm continues to develop and organize on its own. It could drop some heavy rainfall. Those seeing the heaviest rain, the storms for the longest amount of time could see several inches of rain. This will also be something we're watching for the rest of this evening. So for tonight, 58 degrees, evening storms, but we are clearing overnight. I think by the time we get past midnight, these storms will be on out of here. For the day on Wednesday, 79 degrees, mostly sunny. A very nice day on Wednesday. No storms to be concerned about, although you might have just seen a lightning strike there. Forgot to take that out. No storms on Wednesday. And then going into Thursday, most of the day is dry. However, we might see some evening storms. So while most of the day on Thursday is dry, we'll be watching for the chance for strong to severe storms Thursday night. A few of those could last into Friday. And notice we're keeping temperatures cool over the next 3 days. However, this weekend doesn't look too bad if you like the heat. 83 degrees on Saturday, 88 degrees on Sunday, and then back into the 90s on Monday. Long-term computer model guidance suggests some sort of disturbance by the middle part of next week, but still warm. And we have a 90-degree temperature by day 10 next Friday.